क्रिस्टल बॉल यानी कि बाजार का भविष्य, इस खास सीरीज में हम देश के दिग्गजों से बातचीत करें देश के इकोनॉमिक हालात और आगे के डायरेक्शन के बारे में। ऐसे ही एक दिग्गज अब हमारे साथ कार्यक्रम में शामिल हो रहे हैं, आरबीआई के पूर्व डिप्टी गवर्नर और ब्रुकिंग्स इंडिया के डायरेक्टर सुबीर गोकर्ण। मिस्टर सुबीर, गुड मॉर्निंग, स्वागत है आपका सीएनबीसी आवाज पर। पहला सवाल ये कि जिस तरह से रुपए में लगातार कमजोरी होती हुई दिख रही है और फ्री फॉल हो रहा है, क्या लग रहा है कि अब आरबीआई और सरकार के बस की बात नहीं है कि रुपए की इस कमजोरी को और वॉलेटिलिटी को वो कंट्रोल कर सके?
Well, I think we have to understand what the primary and fundamental cause of this rupee movement is. Keep in mind that we've had similar movements at least for some periods of time, both in 2011, if you look at it from August or maybe September to about December, and again in 2012 from about March to about July, August. So these are also periods during which the rupee moved down very sharply, and there are various factors contributing, both global and domestic. The same situation is in place now, that there is a global trigger to this movement, and that is impacting all currencies, particularly currencies of countries that have current account deficits, of which obviously India has a very large one. And there are some country-specific factors which mostly is attributable to the current account deficit. We have a very large current account deficit. In the last 2 years, it has grown from less than 3% of GDP to now almost 5% of GDP. This year may be slightly less, but it has grown very fast and very large. And so that is really the fundamental problem, that when there is such a large demand for dollars coming from the current account deficit, and there isn't enough of a supply of dollars coming from capital flows, you basically are going to see the price of the rupee decline. That is simple supply and demand analysis. So without addressing the fundamental issue, without taking steps to control the current account deficit, these measures, whatever has been done by way of liquidity management, by way of capital controls, all of these will buy some time, will provide some breathing space, but they will not provide a solution by themselves. There has to be a combination of long-term measures which address the current account deficit, and while that process is playing out, the use of such short-term measures may help to stabilize the rupee. So that combination is essentially what we should be looking for.
मिस्टर गोकर्ण, आप सही कह रहे हैं, शायद इसलिए जो सरकार कदम उठा रही है वो फिलहाल कारगर नहीं हो रही, लेकिन ये क्या सॉल्यूशंस हैं लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए जिससे कि जो आप डॉलर इन्फ्लोज की बात कह रहे हैं वो आ सकें फिलहाल भारत में? क्या सॉल्यूशन है, क्या स्टेप्स लिए जा सकते हैं?
If we look at the current account deficit in its components, let me identify 4 factors which are the source of great pressure today. There is oil, there is gold, there is iron ore, and there is coal. So if oil and gold we don't produce oil and gold at all, so whatever we need has to be imported. So obviously we have to take steps to reduce the demand for these two products, these two commodities. On oil, the obvious solution, and it will not make a lot of difference, but it will help, is to keep the price of domestic fuels as close as possible to what is called import parity. That is, what is the price that it is costing us to import them. That will result in some conservation, some reduction in demand. That has to be done. That is going on. The diesel subsidy is obviously being reduced over time, but it is being reduced at a rate which does not allow the gap to ever be covered. A few months ago, we had reduced the degree of under recoveries in diesel to 3 rupees 50 paisa or 4 rupees. Now it's gone back up again to 10 rupees or over 10 rupees. So that gap is not being covered. On gold, we have to find ways to provide investors, provide individuals alternatives to gold, paper instruments, securities of various kinds. Inflation-linked bonds is one, but not the only kind of security that might help. It's an experiment. We don't know whether it will work or not, but it has to be tried and has to be pushed quite aggressively to reduce the physical import of gold. On iron ore and coal, the story is somewhat different. We have very large reserves of iron ore and coal. Both of these minerals are very abundantly available in India. But because of environmental regulations and the Supreme Court ruling on the environmental compliance issues, the exports of iron ore have fallen very sharply in the last 2 years. That has been a huge contributor to the growth of the current account deficit. And coal also, we have lots of coal, non-coking coal, which it can be used to generate power. But because of restrictions on the supply of coal, the extraction of coal, we are importing large amounts of coal from outside. So that is also contributing to the current account deficit. So those two, I think, are within our control. We have to find ways to resolve these barriers, to work through them, whether they relate to environmental compliance or just organizational capacity in the case of coal. But without addressing these two problems, whatever else we do will simply not be enough to solve the problem.
ऐसे में मिस्टर गोकर्ण, लॉन्ग टर्म सॉल्यूशन क्या है? क्या इंपोर्ट को कर्व करके ही रुपए की वॉलेटिलिटी और कमजोरी को रोका जा सकता है? और क्या जिस तरह से एक सॉवरेन बॉन्ड्स लाने की बात काफी लंबे समय से चल रही है, सॉवरेन बॉन्ड या फिर कोई ऐसा आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स ऐसा कोई सॉल्यूशन जो सरकार और आरबीआई को सोचना चाहिए?
I think it's very important to see there are two ways to make the rupee more expensive. That's essentially what is being attempted. One is to reduce the supply of rupees, which is what the liquidity control measures have actually achieved. They've made the rupee scarcer and therefore the exchange rate a little higher. It has caused the rupee to stabilize perhaps. But that also makes the price of rupees domestically higher, which means the interest rates go up, and that is what we've seen over the last 1 month. The other way to do it is to increase the supply of dollars, and to do that, as you're saying, something like a sovereign bond issue is one possibility. But if you are to issue sovereign bonds into the global market today, investors are going to look at what are we doing to address the basic problem. So we cannot do this without taking account of the fundamental problem. So if we are doing anything on increasing the supply of dollars, which I think is a perfectly reasonable part of a solution, part of a strategy, it has to be supported, it has to be complemented by what we are doing to address the current account problem. We cannot separate these two, we cannot treat them as alternatives or substitutes, they have to go hand in hand.
जी मिस्टर गोकर्ण, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका CNBC आवाज़ के लिए वक्त निकाल कर आज इकोनॉमिक हालात पर अपनी राय और स्ट्रेटेजी देने के लिए।